Hello there to everyone watching and welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, welcome to this, my reaction to the last of the 3 semi-finals for the Norwegian Melody Grand Prix selection. So at the weekend, the final 6 songs took to the stage and we got the final 3 qualifiers to go through to next weekend's final. In this video I'm going to react to the 3 qualifiers, their live performance in full, and give you my opinions on them and also my opinions on the non-qualifiers. I did check out all these songs in recorded form, and if you want to check that video out, I'll leave a link to the old Norwegian playlist that I've made, so please do check that out. But yeah, I'm going to react to the 3 qualified songs in full, and I hope you do like this video, and if you do, please click the like button as it really helps with the algorithm, and please also consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to be informed on all future releases from myself. Please comment down below your thoughts on this 3 selection. Did the right 3 songs qualify in your opinion? Are any of these 3 songs your favourite for the victory at the weekend? And please feel free to follow me on Instagram if you want to. Details are on screen in the description box below at the beginning and end of all the videos, and now I upload loads of Eurovision related stuff. But without further ado, let's begin with the reaction. So the first of the 3 qualifiers, we're just going to go through them in performance order, was Annprincess with Save Me. And this coming into the show was one of my top 3 to go through. I like the vibe that the song's giving. I like that she's got the good vocals there. I really do like this bit here, with this eeny meeny miny mo part. It kind of gives the song a rather distinctive flavour. And really nice and solid vocals here in the chorus. And we do get like the whistling parts in the song, like here, and I really do like those parts. When I first saw the performance, I was a little bit taken aback by the staging, as it wasn't the staging I had quite envisaged from just my listen to the studio version. So I think when I was watching it, I was quite not surprised, but I was trying to work out what everything was going on, and I think that perhaps took away from me being able to fully engage with the song, because watching it this second time, I'm noticing that I am enjoying it a lot more than what I actually did when I watched it on Saturday night. And she is a very strong vocalist as well. Yeah, so actually when I first watched the show on Saturday, this did actually drop out of my top 3 of where I wanted to qualify, but watching it back now a second time, I'm actually growing an appreciation for it again. So yeah, actually I am quite happy that this did qualify for the final. As I said, it was my favourite on just the studio versions of the 6 in semi-final 3. And yeah, overall, watching it a second time, quite enjoying the live performance actually now. Next up, Miia with Green Lights, the second qualifier to go through to the final this weekend. When I reacted to it in the studio version, I enjoyed it. It's a nice ballad, she's got a nice vocal. It's quite a modern style, female, soft, melodic ballad. But it was one that was kind of pleasant but didn't really grab me on the studio version. And I do like her style in it, giving that kind of like wooded, like ethereal, foresty vibe, which I think fits in quite well with the song and the vocal too. I did quite like the staging that she's got going on here. I liked the bit there with the green lights there. I wasn't too crazy on the interpretive dance section there, but that's just because I'm not a big fan of interpretive dance really. Although I'm sure there will be people that did like that part. And again, nice bits there with the stage and then the lights going on there. I think my main issue with the studio version is that for me there's not really a very distinctive chorus there in the song. And I think that's still a case here in the live version. I think the staging is what sells the song more for me than the song itself. The song is still one that didn't really appeal to me or grabs me too much. I'm not opposed to it making the final, but there were others in this semi-final that I would have preferred to see make it over this one, if I am being honest. But like I said, it's a nice song. She's got a very pleasant vocal. So yeah, let's have to see how it fares on Saturday. And last of all, we've got Keiino, of course, coming back. Third time at Melodi Grand Prix, hoping to get to Eurovision for the second time with Damdiggida. So those of you that did watch my reaction to the studio versions do know that I was left a little bit disappointed by this. Wasn't feeling it as much as I was perhaps hoping to do. It was still amongst my qualifiers on the studio version. But a lot of that was more down to it just being Keiino than the actual song. But I have to say, the live performance really did sell it to me a lot, and perhaps shouldn't be surprised about that, because we do know that they do know how to really sell a song. Great vocals throughout the whole song by Alexandra, who really does sell the song and just make it better than, you know, Malgranda. And I did like the staging plan that they've got here. I like this bit here, sort of like behind the screen with the little computer screen mouths. I think that really did work well to bring the vibe of the song. And people did comment about how the song in studio form sounds very Aqua-like. And I feel like this live performance kind of exemplifies that in a way. You know, it did really give that kind of vibe, maybe a bit of more modern, cooler, if you can call Keiino cool. But yeah, it did give a bit of a more updated, cooler Aqua vibe. And I would go as far as saying that coming into the heat, I wasn't really that excited about Keiino's song. But post-performance, this has elevated it to be the one that I am wanting to see win Melodi Grand Prix at the weekend. So a big jump up by them. And of course we got the really big, long, high note from Alexandra, which is really impressive. Will really pull in the voters. And I do feel that if this does go to Eurovision, you know, that part leading into this bit here towards the end would really get everyone going, and with the song in the same way that Spirit in the Sky towards the end got the crowd really engaged. And yeah, I think overall this was just very well produced and made as an old package with the staging. I will say that I feel that it is the best overall performance live with staging and everything all put together. So yeah, really impressed with the live performance there. So yeah, those were my reactions to the 3 qualifiers. And before I talk a little bit more about them at the end, I do want to just quickly touch upon the 3 non-qualifiers. So we had Vidar Villa with Miia, who opened up the show. I really did enjoy this one quite a lot, and I think I would actually personally choose to put this through over Miia. Perhaps a controversial opinion. I just like the sort of feel-good, fun vibe about it. It had a little bit kind of like a 60s pop vibe with like the staging, like with the different coloured screens, and then, you know, them changing on the screen. You know what I'm talking about. I feel that was really well done. I think it was a nice performance. You know, it wasn't groundbreaking. It didn't do particularly anything majorly different, but I thought it was a really sweet and cute performance, which I enjoyed a lot. So I would have liked to have seen that progress to the final. Mistra, Waltz of Death wasn't my favourite. One of my favourites based on the studio version. It wasn't really for me. I didn't really get into it. Interestingly, I didn't realise that the female singer was part of the 1984 Norwegian entry, which I have to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of that one either back then. I think that is one of my least favourite Norwegian Eurovision entries. So perhaps not a big surprise that I'm not a big fan of this one. It was nicely staged, but yeah, never really did anything for me. And then Thomas Jenssen, Take Me to Heaven. I have always quite enjoyed this one. I had a bit of a soft spot for it, even though I know that it wasn't one of the fan favourites or one that was expected to go through. But it gave a really good performance for it. It was catchy, it had great vocals, especially some of the big high notes that he reached. So, you know, I would have been happy if that qualified as well. Wasn't to be low. But in the end, I think we got a decent set of 3 qualifiers there. But yeah, so as I said, my favourite going into the live shows was Annprincess with Save Me. But I feel like based on the live performances after I saw them, Keiino was definitely my favourite of the 3. And as I said, they are my favourite to win the selection show on Saturday. So before I finish the video, I'm just going to very quickly talk about what my thoughts are and hopes for the final on Saturday, because I'm not going to do a separate video for it. So, as I have said, Keiino are now my number 1 choice for the victory. If it wasn't to be them, I really do like Judge Tenderly of Me by Dag and Anne. That is a very, very close second for me. After that, I do have to be honest, I do feel that this is a weaker MGP compared to previous years. I do think just the general overall quality is quite a big step down for me compared to last year. And then I don't think, well, I didn't get some of my favourites going through to the final. So I think that's only exemplified it. Whereas for me, last year, almost all 9 songs in the final, I really did enjoy. Here, I've only really got 2 big favourites, and then I'm kind of looking to add other ones in. If I was to go for a current 3rd place for those in the final, could potentially be Goth Minister, maybe Garte, possibly Annprincess. I'm not really too sure. I think Garte are the ones that everyone are expecting to win. So, you know, I've kind of accepted that that might happen, and I'd be okay with it. The studio version of that I was never a big fan of, but the live performance was good and strong. It'll be interesting to see what they do or how they change the song, because they are having to rewrite it, which is obviously a difficult thing for them to do in the week of the final. So hopefully that goes smoothly and fine for them and it doesn't affect them too much. But yeah, for my personal taste, I'd really like to see Keiino win, and I think they could get another good result at Eurovision. I think they are able to do a live performance, elevate the song above others. So again, they might struggle with the jury, but the televote will easily see them through to the final and probably to another top 10 result for Norway. But those are just my personal opinions. So please do let me know down in the comments below. What were your thoughts on semi-final 3? Did the right songs qualify? And who are you hoping to see win the selection show this Saturday? Of course, after this weekend, I will be uploading a video reacting to the winner, so please do check that out. And to make sure that you get notified of that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell to be informed of that. Please do click the like button if you enjoyed this video, because it really does help a lot with the algorithms. Follow me on Instagram if you'd like to foresee more Eurovision related stuff. As I said, please let me know your comments down below, and thank you very much for watching. Please do take care, and until next time, goodbye.